Sound the sirens! We have some sort of MLB The Show 25 info. Well, not much. But SDS actually acknowledged the game. We got a post on all social media with this, which I know isn't the most. It's some sort of teaser for the cover athlete, very likely. We got MLB 25 stuff, which is exciting, which definitely means that this week we should find out who this cover athlete is. Hopefully on Tuesday. That's what I've seen thrown around, at least, Tuesday. But that isn't all that we got. We got some hypothetical news today. So let me go through the step-by-step process of how we learned stuff. Kreiner, who is like a top player in the game, found on the Xbox store that there is an offer for 7,500 stubs for MLB 25, and this is the picture that it came with. So Nazi Poo did more digging and got this screenshot of what it looked like on the store, and you can see for yourself. If you go onto Microsoft, search MLB The Show 25, this comes up, and yeah, this is the listing on the site. And it says this is a limited offer for 7,500 subs for MLB The Show 25, a virtual currency used for all in-game buy. Kickstart your Diamond Dynasty. And the thing worth noting is the release date. It says March 13th, 2024. Obviously, March 13th already happened, but does that mean that the game releases on March 13th, 2025? Yeah, that would be a Thursday. I feel like that lines up. Typically you have like that long weekend of early access and then full release on that Monday. So yeah, that's everything that we kind of know that we got today. But now I'm gonna get my tinfoil hat on. I feel like I should get a hat on if I'm gonna say that, right? And I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on all of the things they put out today and what it might mean for MLB 25. None of this beyond this point is any confirmed factual information, just my thoughts and what I think could actually happen. And while I do that, we're going to be continuing my Chicago Dogs franchise, which is something I've started a few days ago. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to have a whole playlist for it. And we're going to try to go through the rest of this month. Before I go back into the game, I kind of want to look back at this graphic, take a good look at this graphic. It really gives me this like futuristic type vibe. You got the rainbowy colors changing on the right side. You've got all the arrows pointing to the top right, which I think could just be a design thing, but it does give like a more like next gen type vibe. And not even just with this part. If you look at the stubs and you look at the picture of the stubs, that's like a really like almost HD image of the stubs. Like they're really shiny. And no, that isn't the biggest deal, right? It's stubs. It's just like an in-game thing. Could this actually mean that it's going to be mainly a current generation console, PS5, Xbox Series X and stuff? On this page, it does say that it comes out on Xbox One. Apparently something similar happened with CFB 25 earlier in the year before it came out. And it also said it was available on Xbox One. I wouldn't use this as justification for it coming out on Xbox One. So like, I don't know, maybe it means that this is like the year where they actually go all in on the current gen. And I feel like from the vibes of the little cover animation and that maybe that's the vibe they're going to be going for this game. Like actually pushing it forward, and maybe that's going to be a big selling point for it, you know? It's just the type of feeling that I've gotten from seeing all the stuff today. I totally forgot to mention this too, because this is actual news. If you go to theshow.com, this is what the site looks like. We got this gold 25 logo and a similar style of the background, but a little bit more dark. And the vibe I'm getting is that this is a hint for like a legend cover. I don't think it's the only time they've used this gold. I think it's actually like a similar gold to what is on the cover of MLB 23 with Jazz. That could mean that there is a legend cover. That could just be just general branding that they're using on the site too. So it might mean literally nothing. But I think this week we find out who the regular cover is at least, and probably get some sort of news on a potential legend cover. I know a lot of people, including me, would love to see if it's Barry Bonds, and people have theorized it with him being involved with getting Topps cards released again this last year. Obviously, the stuff today doesn't really give us much or really any tangible info. It's just potential teases or accidental leaks. I am absolutely stoked. I know a lot of people may see this news and see people getting excited and be like, oh man, you know, these dudes are just gonna get bought into the hype again and then the game's gonna stink. It might, you know, the game might just come out and be absolutely buns. I don't know, but as like a diehard fan of the game, I just always get excited at this time of the year. And whenever you get any sort of like confirmation that news is coming, I always get very excited. Uh-oh. All right. I think I gotta take out Yusei Kikuchi. Yes, in case you were just joining us for the first time for this franchise, this is a White Sox franchise that I have taken over and rebranded to the Chicago Dogs, or the Southside Chicago Dogs. Oh my God, why is Benintendi's defense so bad? Please get him out at home, please. Yo, Andrew Benintendi, what are you good for? Does he actually have common fielding? So either way, I just am always excited to hear the news in the game, and we're actually at that time of the year, and we know for a fact we will be getting news. Very much should be this week. So either way, I'm just really excited. Expect me to cover any sort of information that we find here on this channel. We talked about some previous Forbes articles that honestly were really insignificant, but you know, worth talking about anyway. And we will be doing that with all the news, so make sure you sub here. We also post videos on my main Scann channel, in case you haven't seen that one before. Speaking of which, I should lock in and try to win this game. We're in a 2-2 ball game in the top of the 8th, and I'm just yapping about MLB 25. Oh, Edgar Cuero. This guy is like a young catcher prospect type guy with B potential, who was off to a good start this year. Ooh, he's got that slap swing. Okay. There we go. Edgar Cuero. I've talked about it a bit before. I think franchise has been better than I expected. Like, it's definitely not perfect. And I think one of the big flaws of it is like, what is this lineup they put together for like an off day? And they just constructed like the ugliest lineup ever. Like, why did they do Corey Lee and Cuero? They're like supposed to be the two catchers that are swapping off time. I wish the game like allowed me to properly set like a depth chart myself manually. I know they have like the depth chart screen, but let me set like my own depth chart. So when the CPU makes lineups, it knows like, okay, like, this is meant to be a starter. This guy is just meant to be a platoon guy, or this guy's just meant to literally be a bench guy to come in on off days. And actually like base the order off of the lineups that I've made. Oh, baby. Navigated right through the heart of the O's order there. Let us take a lead here in the 9th. But yeah, I've talked about it a bit here on the channel, but I would love to see a few things for MLB 25, and hopefully that like future vibe fits the game. Like hopefully they add like a lot of changes for the modes, like Road to the Show franchise that many of us have been really asking for. If they found a way to drop something like online franchise in this game, it would make me so happy. But also, you know, DD, would love to see some more changes on that front. I know we don't have any more sets and seasons, so that'll be nice to be back to like the old power creep type format. But hopefully we get some like new modes or something to do within Diamond Dynasty to kind of change up how we play the game this year. I feel like it's kind of a big year for the game. I know it's something that we say probably year in, year out for the game, that, you know, like every year is a big year for the game, but I think it's kind of big right now because we're on like the back end of the PS5 Xbox Series X type generation. How much longer can you keep releasing these games on like Switch and Xbox One and PS4? Also, there's been some like pretty big dissatisfaction with the game over the last couple years, even when they've changed stuff like DD content. And also, wow, that's an out. And it was only hitting 90 miles an hour. Dang, Lubob kind of stinks. A lot of people have just started to grow stale of MLB The Show. Not even because like it's like the worst game by any means. I think it's more so that it's just been so similar for so long. Like you can compare this game to MLB 21, 20, 19. Like there really weren't that many differences over the years. I think people have finally started to get to that point where like, man, like we just want to see the game really feel different next year. Oh no. All right, this is scary. They got the winning runner on second. There we go. Big bounce back AB there. Dylan Beavers. Uh-oh. Well. not a good look for the Chicago Dogs. Yeah, our team is really not good. We got some like relievers that we're going to try to trade by the deadline and stuff, but our team really is not good, and it's definitely not playing well. That is for sure. Yeah, we're 5-12 so far in the first month. Big yikes. Oh my God, another bottom of the 9th situation. Yikes. But I don't know. What do you want to see for MLB 25 this year? There are a bunch of different people I've learned who have gotten into my content over the last couple years. So, you know, we got a lot of the offline folk, the DD grinders. I'm curious where different people are at, and another loss. I love how they just inserted me into that just for us to blow that save. Well, not even a save, we just blew the game altogether. If they could like at least start off this year with like a banger cover athlete drop, like an Ellie De La Cruz on the cover, and then maybe someone like a Barry Bonds. I mean, Barry Bonds would freak everyone out as like a legend cover. That would be a fantastic start to the year. And then over the next like month, we probably hear a bunch of news on the different modes and changes there, and drop like a banger gameplay trailer early, and hopefully see some like nice graphical changes. Oh, that would be the ideal world for me. Who knows what we end up getting, man? I get a sliver of info and I just become like the most optimistic MLB The Show fan ever. It's kind of funny how it goes. Good job. Let's go, Steven Wilson. Oh, as I was about to say something. Colson Montgomery actually having like a good start to the year, I believe. Yeah, ooh, nope, never mind. He is slowed down a bit, but he was off to a great start for like the first like 2 weeks of the year. Oh, get through. God dang it. It's a slurve right down the middle. I grounded out on it. I've been trying to find a balance for sliders and seeing what works the best for me. I'm still not sure if I have my sliders right. Like, I don't know if I should be hitting better than I currently am, or if like the White Sox are so bad, I should be hitting poorly with them. I will say simulating wise, we are playing probably as we are supposed to be. If any of you had seen my video I uploaded this weekend on the Scann channel, oh, what a pitch, Marinaccio. I had played all the modes, franchise, road to the show and stuff, and I obviously had no sliders and stuff. So when I had played March to October in franchise, I like showed up and like won basically every one of the little moments that you enter in. It was kind of nutty. So in a sense, it was really fun that way. But it also felt like for a while, I was like, not deserved. I had like all-time best seasons. I didn't really know if I deserved it and if it just really came from me popping into moments and killing it every single time, you know? And it was even on legend difficulty. Like, it wasn't easy for me. I just played really well in them. I'm trying to find that balance that works with this type of franchise where I'm taking my time going through multiple years and trying to actually rebuild a team. I found I actually enjoyed it when I go into the game and actually play the game. Find that makes it more fun for me. But I'm trying not to make it so it's like easy for me to play. Also, that was kind of a gross sequence. Froze him on a 3-2 slider. Hey, at least we beat the Orioles once. Uh-oh, is that a little win streak we're on? Uh-oh. But yeah, this is what our team looks like. They definitely are not good, but we're just looking to really get some veterans on board. Hopefully they have a good enough first half and then we trade them. Just ship out anyone who can be traded at the trade deadline. And if we exceed expectations, that is perfectly fine. Hold up, the team is kind of cooking. We're on a bit of a win streak there. Oh, Gary Sanchez is actually no longer injured. Get him to basically be like the everyday DH. And funny enough, he's actually like a better defender than Edgar Cuero, Corey Lee. But I want him to be the DH. Some of these guys are cooking. Luis Roberts heating up. Brian Ramos is hitting 300. Andrew Vaughn can play outfield. Yeah, I think we're just going to put Andrew Vaughn in left. DH Gary. Ooh, Mark Hanna is not simulating well. Holy hell. He's got not a single home run. All right, we got an interesting lineup coming together, I'd say. All right, so through 1 month, we're 13-18. And I really don't think we have any sort of chance in this AL Central, but we're trying just not be as bad as last year. But holy hell, I'm looking at it numerically on the right side there. We gotta be. But Luis Robert is starting to play better than he was before. That was someone I was really concerned about to start off the year. Marinaccio is a 7 ERA. All right, you ain't our closer anymore, buddy. You've lost that spot. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know how impactful this training has felt. I really have no idea. I've barely messed with it in the first place. But let's hop on into a moment again to start off May here. 1-1 game, and I cannot see the ball. This lighting is horrific. Oh my God. Oh, did you do it, Gary? Nope, line out. Dang it. There we go. Huge pitch, Steven Wilson. Ooh, what a play. Why is Dom Fletcher first? My settings are janked up, but in accuracy. I should fix that. I just threw a pitch and didn't even bother fixing that. And put Canna at first. All right, we got out of it. 11th inning we go. All right, let's go, dogs. Let's take this dang lead. Yikes. I cannot see the ball at all right now. Oh, Colson Montgomery. We could have pinch ran. We had 15 speed on second. All right, Colson Montgomery with a big hit, though. Oh, that was it. That was the sac fly to give us the lead. Oh, my God. We're going to choke this. We're going to choke this. Yikes. Yeah, it is over. It's over. Yep, and that's a fly out. Absolutely choked that away. And there it is. GG's. GG's. Could have stole a game from the Rangers, but unfortunately, the team didn't want it. Also, the lighting was about the worst thing ever, so I probably blame that. You know what? We'll play this moment, and then we'll end it after this. All right, so we see our stats. We're like sitting around like 20th on a lot of the numbers Like, we could be way worse than that. It signals some sort of improvement. Speaking of the White Sox were like the worst team ever last year. Also, yes, this is our first game at home throughout all these moments, I believe. Yes, we rebranded as the Southside Chicago Dogs, but they obviously can't afford a new stadium yet. So at least for the next like year, we're playing here at a guaranteed rate still. And I think the stadium will be ready for 2026. But yeah, you say Kikuchi. Complete game Shuddy. Very good. We will definitely be looking to trade him at the deadline if we're not even close to the playoffs, which is expected. And he's looking pretty good so far this year. 2.82 ERA. Take a look at our lineup and a lot of cold. We had a bunch of hot and now we got a bunch of cold. Santana, Gary Sanchez have been kind of stinking it up. Honestly, for what it's worth, we have like a young team and some of these guys are playing a little better than expected. I mean, Corey Lee's got 5 homers so far. Yeah, here's an idea. Let's look at the trade block and let's see who is available. Evan Carter is available on the trade block. If the Rangers are really trying to trade him, this is someone that like would be a great target for us. We'd have 5 years of control of him. We could use an outfielder on this team too. God dang it, man. I don't know if I can make this work. It really feels like even though he's on the trade block, they really have a high price for him. You know what? I think we're going to wait on him. Spencer Jones. The Yankees want to trade Spencer Jones. That's worth taking a shot on. Okay, we might have something here. I know it's Spencer Jones, it's just one guy. I bet we could squeak someone else in here that could be of value. Come on, Yankees, I think you want to get rid of someone. Here we go, hold up. This might be a deal that we make here, folks. Yeah, I think we're gonna take a shot at this. We're not winning this year, I don't think. And yes, Ron Marinaccio could be a pretty solid reliever. He's got a 6 ERA with us this year so far. Both Nicky Lopez, he's getting worse. Benintendi, basically getting worse, hitting 152. I could trade both these guys, offload a bunch of money, and we get 2 big prospects in Spencer Jones and Oswald Peraza. Like Peraza, you know, he's got a potential. He's a 74 overall and on the up, and we can give him some MLB playing time like right now. He would actually be like our best shortstop option in theory, but I'm going to play him in Montgomery in the bigs. Bang. We made our first big trade. So yeah, this is the updated Chicago Dogs. We made our first big trade, I would say. And now hopefully with the rest of this roster, guys like Kikuchi, Max Scherzer, Pierce Johnson, Wandy, Emilio Pagan, Steven Wilson, we trade some of these guys for some big name prospects. Going back to the trading block, I am definitely really eyeing, what's his face? Oh, PCA is available too? Also, how has he only got P potential? That feels kind of underrated if you ask me. Guys like P. Crow Armstrong, Evan Carter, Alexander Vargas, 23-year-old are willing to trade. Try to make a move for guys like that here soon. Putting our big GM pants on and doing things. Hopefully that's the first step in the right direction. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see ya.